Good Saturday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Friday yesterday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Joseph Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Saturday. I'm looking at the radar right now. Nothing's going on in terms of the state of South Carolina. I don't think anybody is surprised. It's been doing that for like the past 2 weeks. Um, but looking at the MRMS, you can see that we do have some showery activity going into central Minnesota right now. Also up here inside of western Washington. Also down here in southern Colorado and northern New Mexico, as well as Arizona as well, receiving some rain. If you go into the winter weather, again, it's not really much going on. Maybe a little bit of some mixed precipitation, some freezing rain maybe going on in a couple isolated spots, but it's mainly just rain. That's what it's mainly all is. Let's go on and talk about the cloud cover. No cloud cover really is happening except for in the upstate where we may just have a couple little dense clouds going on inside the upstate. Not really much though. And if you continue on to the future, you can see that cloud cover will continue to push in, especially as we get into the next couple of hours. As we get into around 3, 4, 5 hours out from now, cloud cover will be moving in pretty pretty fast, to be honest. And the entire state will most likely be covered as we get through like the next, I'd say the next 5 to 12 hours, somewhere in between there. Cloud cover will be covering mostly the entire state, but after we get around 12 hours out, cloud cover does indeed move. So honestly, it kind of sticks around for about a good 7 hours there, but then after a while it will all move out. Now, some regions it will be there for longer. Some regions it might stay there for a little bit less, but just on average, around 7 hours or so for mostly the entire state. And here's our current temperature: 62 in Columbia, 64 in Charleston, 64 in Georgetown, 62 in Myrtle Beach, 61 inside of Rock Hill, as well as 61 in Greenville and Henderson, 61 in Edgefield, 62 in Augusta, 62 in Barnwell, 62 in Fairfax, as well as 62 in Walterboro, 64 inside of Beaufort and Savannah. Here's our high temperatures for today: around 71 in Greenville, 72 in Spartanburg and Rock Hill, 73 in Cheraw, 74 in Dillon, 71 inside of Myrtle Beach, 73 inside of Georgetown, as well as 73 in Charleston, 73 inside of Hilton Head Island, 74 in Walterboro, and 73 Aiken, 73 Sumter, 74 Florence and Orangeburg as well. Here's our peak sustained winds right here. Peak sustained winds are only around 7, 8, 9 miles an hour, maybe even 10 throughout the entire state. So around 7 to 10 miles an hour throughout the state. But it is possible near the coastal region we can get a gust of around 13 to 15 miles per hour throughout we get a peak sustained wind around 13 to 14, maybe even 15 miles per hour out there near the coastal region. So a bit stronger, but not really much. And in terms of gust as well, gusts will be gusting at around 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout pretty much the inland regions, except for maybe portions of the low country of South Carolina where you get up to 15, 16 miles per hour. But except for that, the coastal region as well, around 15 to 20, maybe even 25 miles per hour is possible out there. No precipitation is expected over the next 24 hours, as well as no severe weather as well. So let's go on and go talk about the models real quick, see what they say. And as you push this forward and you go through today to 8 o'clock in the morning, you're not seeing nothing going on. So we're good in terms of rain for today as we go the next 24 hours out. Here is the tropics right here. We have two areas that actually are surprising us right now. We have Nadine over here, a 45 mile per hour storm right now, going in to Mexico, Yucatan right now. the Yucatan Peninsula, as well as down there near Belize as well. And you can see they're getting hit with some tropical storm force winds right now, as they continue through the next couple of hours or so, even going into around this afternoon. So winds are still kicking over there at tropical storm force, as they are getting hit by um, obviously winds, localized areas of flash flooding, as well as just pretty much wind and rain is really the only thing that they're really watching for. But we're gonna see what happens with this. We're gonna see how people fare. And then this one over here, disturbance one near the southeastern Bahamas. Um, just in one update, they looked at satellite imagery, and a low pressure system located less than 100 miles east of the Turks um, has developed a well defined center and continues to produce concentrated areas of showers and thunderstorms. If the current trend continues, advisories on tropical depression and on, or sorry, advisories on a tropical depression or tropical storm will likely be issued later this morning. Interest in the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southeastern Bahamas and eastern Cuba should closely monitor the system, as tropical storm warnings could be required later this morning. So we thought that shear was going to be in place right there, but apparently it's already forming before it gets to the shear, most likely. So and it doesn't even say anything in the discussion about shear anymore. So honestly, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong, but it is indeed about to continue to be a tropical depression or a storm, most likely. Most likely. So that's for that. But that's pretty much it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as it is. As we're at 279, trying to get to 300. We need 21 more subscribers. And how many more days until November the 5th? We're on a good 28 or so days, I believe. So 28 days to get 21 subscribers. We should get there. Just make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Also hit the share button as well. But everyone have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. with another forecast update.